Hello. One more round of applause for our Klingon, please. Okay, so we apologize for starting a little bit later than we expected, but we're waiting for one other judge to come down, but we're going to go ahead and start the show. And thank you so much for coming to the, is this the 6th annual Miss Star Trek Universe pageant? Maybe? Yeah? Who's come here to every single one so far? There we go. That's very good. Who is here for the very first time? That's good. Can we get a spotlight down on the judges we have here, though? Can we get this light here? I don't know if the light. Oh, okay. All right. I just want to acknowledge who we have here so far. Starting on the left, we have the winner from who was here last year from Star Trek Universe? And we remember who won last year?
Mother Horda.
Horda. Here she is. Stand up and acknowledge yourself. There she is. Next to her, also one from last year, we have the wonderful Mr. Gil Gerard, otherwise known as Buck Rogers. Sir. Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure to have you here. Grew up watching him, so I'm always happy to see him. Okay, also, my pageant director for the last 6 years, she's taking a break right now, but she's still here as a judge, Miss Lucy Boydston, also a winner of Miss Star Trek Universe pageant, 2009. From the Star Trek world, my very good friend from Deep Space Nine, Dax, Miss Terry Farrell. And also, well, this is a very funny story. I tried so hard. When I was told I had to take over the Miss Klingon beauty pageant, which then they changed to the Miss Star Trek Universe pageant, to include all different races in the Star Trek world, I thought it would be awesome to have a real beauty pageant winner as a judge. And so when I became the Trek Track director, which was in 2010, I contacted the reigning Miss Georgia, Miss Emily Cook, to ask her if she could judge for the contest. And she said, well, I'm going to law school, so I'm really busy, but try next year. So I did. I asked her the next year, she said, I'm still in law school, I have finals coming up, so try me next year. So I tried her every single year until finally, was it 2 years ago? 3 years, this is your 3rd year now, right? So 3 years ago, she goes, I'm available, I graduated law school. I said, yes, yes. So now she is here for the 3rd year. Put your hands together for Miss Georgia 2009, Miss Emily Cook. We're very happy to have you in cosplay. You're looking so good right now. Yes, nice. And so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start the contest. As our remaining judge comes in, we're going to go ahead and introduce her when she gets here. So, without further ado, let's get contestant number 1, Natira. Come on stage. Born and raised on the Kabini asteroid ship Yanada. She was passionate about helping others as a teenager, often volunteering at the Temple's infirmary, where she attended to the terminally ill. At only 22 years of age, she achieved the rank of High Priestess of her people. When the Yanada encountered the Starship Enterprise, Natira met the legendary James T. Kirk. Despite her initial attraction to Dr. McCoy, it was Kirk's charisma and masculine charm that made a lasting impression. Natira saw her people safely to their new homeworld and retired as their leader. She devoted her time to researching and writing about the adventures of Captain Kirk, eventually releasing the best-selling series of tapes, Moves Like Jim Kirk. Natira's favorite color is science blue. Thank you. Next up, contestant number 2, we have Deanna Troy. Deanna Troy. Who needs no introduction, but will get one anyway. Deanna Troy, the half-Betazoid counselor and advisor to Captain Picard that we all know and love, is enjoying shore leave at DragonCon yet again. She finds DragonCon's welcoming and accepting atmosphere to be very refreshing. This year, Deanna enjoyed a fashion show of historical costumes, a rousing discussion on undergarments, and a trip to the Atlanta Aquarium. Deanna's turn-ons are chocolate, men who use chairs in new ways, and more chocolate. Her turn-offs include overly large ears, copies of herself on the holodeck, and piloting anything. Deanna hopes to return to the Enterprise with the crown and will happily share her next chocolate sundae with any of the judges. All right, contestant number 3 is Marta Stalwart. Media mogul, best known for her network show, Martha Stalwart Living. She was born on Kronos. Although she showed great skill in the warrior arts, she knew from her first bite of roll cake blood pie that she was destined to be a kitchen warrior. She previously toured the Alpha Quadrant, but gave up in disgust when Federation Health Services insisted that she wear a hairnet for the show. Stalwart's career hit a bump in 2370 when she was convicted of insider trading with a Ferengi advisor. Although sentenced to planet arrest, she has continued a successful media career. She has received special permission from Lord Galron to be with us today. Thank you, Marta Stalwart. All right, contestant number 4, Lieutenant Dorissa. Lieutenant Dorissa of the Kalandan Empire. Lieutenant Dorissa is honored to be allowed to compete in this year's competition. Her computer simulation has spent the last 2,000 years protecting Hectron, one of the many Kalandan outposts. While patiently awaiting the return of her people, Dorissa has honed her various hobbies, which include pincer fishing for Serenians, and hand-pollinating and crossbreeding various species of the Yamatix trollop, and crocheting fine lace dollies and Afghans. In her spare time, she enjoys painting images of Lawrence Fishburne as the character Sweaty Morpheus and working the night shift at Emory St. Joseph's Hospital. Turn-ons include midnight strolls through the gardens of Ryza, watching the lights of Zetar, hand massages at the local nail salon. Turn-offs, the smell of the slime creature Armus, images of Porta mating. Sorry, Jamie. Any sound from a pipe organ. If Dorissa is awarded the highest of all awards, entry will be allowed onto Hectron or any Kalandan outpost of your choice, provided a non-disclosure agreement is signed. Thank you. Okay, contestant number 5, Miss Q Continuum. To me here so you know. Garrett Wong speaks in a stilted, slightly robotic manner as if being compelled to say very nice things about the Q Continuum by outside forces. All hail the Q Continuum, creators of reality, rulers of the unknown, masters of time and space, arbiters of the universe's ultimate truths, and objectively, the best looking entities in any dimension. Some of you be thinking that it's unfathomably unjust that our other fine contestants have to compete against such a perfect creature. And you're right. Please file your complaints with the big boss of the pageant circuit, Mr. Donald Trump. The reigning Miss Q Continuum for 5 billion years and counting invites you to cower in fear and puny mortals before her most awe-inspiring and overwhelming countenance. Gaze upon this mighty peak of existence, the pinnacle of all possible evolution, and tremble worthlessly in the knowledge of your existential... Wait, what's that? You're not worthy? You don't think you can handle anymore? Well, fear not, for if her magnificent, oh my goodness. Why can I not say this word right now? Someone help me. Yeah, what you said. Blinds you, Q can easily take the form that is more familiar to you. This Q continuum is an incomprehensibly eligible bachelorette who enjoys the simple things in life, that is to say, human beings and their miserable, largely Faustian existences. Her ideal date, hanging out in the limitless dimensions of the superior galaxy in which she exists, to watch Netflix and chill. Yes, believe it or not, Miss Q is far from high maintenance. All she's looking for is a fellow immortal, omnipotent being with whom to exist outside of the confines of time. Easy. Hand over the crown, or don't. Tonight's little exercise is but an inconsequential trifle to the great and glorious Q. Alrighty, contestant number 6, Jane Kirk. Contestant number 6. Oh yes, we all know and maybe love Captain James T. Kirk, but now our beloved captain is not exactly the same. In a rare transporter accident, Jim was turned into Jane Kirk. But because it was tricky at first, Jane soon discovered that girls do have more fun, and she is happy to stay just the way she is. Crew of the Enterprise, do not worry, because in many ways, your captain is still very much the same. She still shoots from the hip. She still thinks that the best form of diplomacy is a smile and a phaser set on stun, and she looks even better with a torn shirt. Her turn-ons include green aliens, and people who agree with cowboy politics. Her turn-offs include those Klingon bastards. Being the captain of a starship keeps her pretty busy, but Jane has found some room for recreation. Recently, she has taken up Irish dance, which keeps her legs strong, the better to kick butt with. But this style is now a bit different from what people in the 21st century know. In the 21st century, Irish dancers do the treble reel, the hornpipe, the slip jig, and so on. The 23rd century brought the addition of the triple jig. Okay, the triple jig. Put your hands together for this Jane Kirk. Contestant number 7. Contestant number 7. Jane Kirk, this way please. Thank you. There you go. Always trying to be a rebel. Okay. All right, come on up. Contestant number 7. Ali. It is said that on the day of her birth, Ali of the warrior clan Hodath crawled from her mother's womb, stood upright, and declared to lift her house's name so high as to cast a shadow of sheer might that would... We didn't rehearse this. Okay, would darken all places here. She was seen darting to the mountains of Kanaga, where she promptly killed and skinned a wild tard. She granted the fresh heart to father as a symbol of her worthiness. Getting this favor. I'll just take. Is this not? Oh, is that you? Oh. Hey, go back down again. Start this again. Yeah, no, wait, we'll start this again. Just start right at the top of the stairs. Contestant number 8, Founder Airy. Founder Airy is an advocate to legalize marriage between changelings and solids. She and her solid Vorta partner have a great link and want both the Federation and the Dominion to recognize their relationship. To help spread the Dominion influence into the Alpha Quadrant, she founded the website LinkedIn. Founder Ari started a campaign to end the white power movement, freeing the Jem'Hadar of their Catrasso white drug addiction. She once shapeshifted into Deanna Troi just to hook up with Riker. Her turn-ons are flowing through a straw, exchanging fluids in the Great Link, anything wet and gooey. Her turn-offs are sleeping in a bucket, dry, flaky skin, itty-bitty jugs and containers. If she wins the competition, Founder Ari promises all of you mercy from the Dominion when they enslave the Gamma Quadrant. Contestant number 8, Founder Ari. Is this person not even here? Number 7, is this person not here? It's gone? Oh, it's messed up? Okay, all right. You want to get rid of that for me? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, good. Let's continue the pageant. That was awesome. He just standing there. He could have just told me, that's not me! But he just stood here and stared at my face for... I'm so uncomfortable. I'm like... Uma. Remember, decay rhymes with gay. Alright, so contestant number 9 is Tisala. Tisala, daughter of Kablin, daughter of Teray, daughter of Katia, is an heiress of Great House Year. The house name, meaning weight, has a long history of service in the Vulcan Defense Force and assisted in uncovering the Tal Shire infiltration of the Vulcan government back during the founding of the Federation. Although Tisala did graduate from the Vulcan Academy of Defensive Arts, she decided to serve Vulcan by applying for Starfleet. She graduated the Academy in 2408 and has been serving as a tactical and command officer ever since. Unfortunately, in her 8 years of service, the commander has been veteran of 3 wars: the Second Klingon War of 2409, the Xenos Expanse Carathian War of 2413, and the Iconian War of 2415. With the Iconian War almost at an end, she looks forward to a service of exploration at her current posting as XO of the USS Monsoon, Sovereign class, and her parasite ship Cisco, Defiant class, under Captain Subak of the Xenos Expeditionary Force. Her likes: red and white tea from the Raoul Providence, 3D chess in which one takes a shot for every piece lost against her captain. Holodeck meditation programs. Her family's meditation cottage on the Pajem beaches. A wide selection of off-duty attire. Dislikes: people sitting on tables where one eats. Loud people. Aspirant. Hull breaches. Scorpion fighters. Thank you very much, contestant number 9. Contestant number 10 is Kenora. Contestant number 10. Kenora is a Klingon opera singer who has traveled to Earth to show Earth opera singers how it's done. She doesn't understand why her global fierce personality doesn't attract fans by the millions, or why human singers don't like her normal method of attacking the conductor when he doesn't follow her lead. She has been known to throw stage props at the audience if they try to leave early during her aria, so watch out. Kenora hates pretty much everything, but she enjoys Shakespeare's tragedies, shattering glass with her voice, bloodbaths, and any opera roles where she gets to kill people. I hope that's just figurative. Kenora's intergalactic reputation keeps audiences coming, even though more and more tenors are refusing to perform with her. They swear she bites during their love duets. Thank you very much, contestant number 10, Kenora. Contestant number 11, 7 of 9. Was assimilated by the Borg at a young age. She has had a very efficient childhood. 7 spent most of her time in a maturation chamber, as evidenced by her enormous implants. She was rescued by... I didn't write this. Just she was rescued by Captain Catherine Janeway and the Voyager crew in the year 2374 and has begun to adapt to humanity. In her spare time, Seven regenerates. Hobbies are irrelevant. However, the emergency medical hologram tells her that she enjoys singing, caddiscot, quantum mechanics, and cheesecake. Seven's idea of a perfect date would be a night in an astrometrics lab, consuming nutritional biomatter together under the glow of a Mutara nebula. Her favorite quality in a man is perfection. Thank you very much. Julio, are you here? Where's Julio? Can you come here for a second? Oh, there you are. Oh, hey! Everyone put your hands together. Rachel Scarston from Lost Girl. She made it. Oh, you're here. Yeah, you go up there. It's okay. Little time mix up. My fault. There you go. You're sitting next to Buck Rogers right here. There you go. Okay. Contestant number 12 is Loxana Troy. Another Loxana Troy. The only Loxana Troy. Loxana Troy, daughter of the 5th house, holder of the sacred chalice of Rix, heir to the holy rings of Beta Z, Ambassador Troy, call her Loxana, is a daughter of the 5th house of Beta Z, the holder, I just read that, okay, an heir to the holy rings of Beta Z, and is absolutely thrilled to see everyone again. She was born, and that's all that's important. Their ongoing quest for love and happiness have taken her to many strange lands across the galaxy, from Bajor to Beta Z, but especially that week in Thailand. Loxana deserves this crown because she's never had such a lovely birthday party before, and because the other contestants are so restrained and boring. Her turn-ons are bald Frenchmen with an English accent, and baking Janeway pies for the crew of Voyager. Her turn-offs are overly large earlobes, staying married, and pants. Contestant number 12, Loxana. And if you see fit to present her the crown, she promises to keep it right where it belongs, next to the holy rings of Beta Z, just to the left of the shot glasses. Thank you. Alrighty. Is Julio still here? Julio? Oh, go that side. Love Julio. Everyone, this is Julio. This is my second in command here for Trek Raptors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just had to get a quick check on what's going on. Right now, we come to the talent portion of our pageant. So we're going to